Now, in this video, we will going to take up one more problem on projections of lines, problem number 54. The top view of a line capital PQ, 75 mm long, measures 50 mm, and the front view measures 60 mm. The end capital P is 30 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. Draw the projections of the line and find its true inclination with HP and VP. Find the distance between the end projectors. So the problem, so here we try to analyze this in 3D and as well as in orthographic projection, how we can solve this problem by using the sketchbook. So first we are going to consider the end capital P is 30 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. So when you look from the front view, we can see that the distance above HP is seen here. So this distance, when it is projected, it will going to fall on the vertical plane. Why? Because we are looking from the front view. So always the image what you will going to see will going to be the perpendicular to the viewing direction. So naturally 30 mm is perpendicular to the viewing direction. So that is the reason why it will go to image will going to fall on the vertical plane. As we look from the front view, P dash is seen here. So you mark this as P dash and this as capital P. Similarly, when we look from the top view, we can see the distance in front of VP, which is 15 mm. And when this is projected, it will going to fall on the horizontal plane. And you mark this point as small p and this as capital P. And here he has given the top view is given to be 50 and the front view is given to be 60 and the true length is given to be 75. But he has not given any inclination, so we need to find out the true inclinations with both HP and VP. Now, but since he is not given the true inclination, so initially we have to consider the true inclination, the true length of that particular line having the true inclination as 0 degree. So that means it is, in other words, it becomes parallel to HP and VP. Suppose if I want to find out the true length in the vertical plane, that means I want to find the true length of this in the vertical plane. So that means I need to have PQ1. So I want to find out the locus of Q in the front view. If I want to find out the locus of Q in the front view, I need to take the top view line should be parallel. So what does it mean? We have small PQ1, you make that line parallel to VP in the sense that when you look from the top view, the end P is 15 mm in front of VP and the Q1 should also be in front of VP by 15 mm. So that means this capital P and there should be one more line here which is PQ1 which will going to be on this line. Because due to the clarity we have not shown that particular line here. So PQ1 if the line is parallel, so that means now when it is projected, so here PQ1, so when you look from the front view, both P and Q should be parallel to HP. So since it is parallel to HP, now we are getting the true length in HP. Now we are taking the top view line, if you are making parallel, so when you look from the top view, PQ1 should be in front of VP by 15 mm. So if you take that into the consideration, then accordingly the true length will going to be on the Q1 end projector. So you take a length of 75 mm and cut an arc on this so that you will going to get capital PQ1 here. So therefore, if I project this, then it will going to fall on the vertical plane with P dash here and Q1 dash here. So then draw a locus of Q in the front view. So you're going to get P dash Q1 dash. You join this line and identify and measure that angle as theta, which is the true inclination with respect to HP. So now when you are taking into the image, if PQ1 is projected here, then you take P dash as center, take the Q1 dash as PQ1 dash as the radius, that is 75 mm, cut an arc on this end projector so that you will going to get the Q1 dash and draw a dashed dot line here and identify that as locus of Q. As we see that it is the true length is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in the vertical plane. Now we need to consider the front view now. To find out the true length in the horizontal plane, so now I need to get, our main aim is to get the locus of Q in the horizontal plane. So that means in the top view. If I want to find out the true length in the horizontal plane, we have to consider the front view line. You make that front view line parallel. So that means P dash Q2 dash, what we have here. So this should be parallel to HP. So that means P dash is above HP by 30 mm and Q2 dash is also above HP by 30 mm. When it is projected that which is onto this space, in space, capital PQ2 is the line which will going to be parallel to HP. Since it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. So here we have the true length. When it is projected with P as center, taking the radius of 75, cut an arc on this particular projector. So when it and join this PQ2. So when it is projected onto the horizontal plane, you are going to get this point here. So whatever we have done here, the same thing we need to transfer here. So make that P dash Q2 dash parallel to HP, and when we are projecting this, and you are projecting here with P as center, taking the radius of P dash Q2 dash PQ2, which will be equal to 75, and cut an arc on the end projector, so that you will go to get PQ2. Then join PQ2 with a little bit thicker than the XY line, and then draw dash dot line here and name them as the locus of Q. So once you get the locus of Q in the top view and also locus of Q in the front view, then it is very easy to find out the front view and top view, because the front view and top view already the distances are given. So how to find out that? With P dash as center, take the radius of P dash Q2 dash, you draw an arc such that it will going to cut the locus of Q in the front view. So you mark that point as Q dash, and then P dash, join P dash Q dash is the dot line. In other words, what we are doing is in space, you're taking PQ2. So which is the front view, to make, see, because it is parallel to HP now. So now what I need, I want to rotate with P as center, taking the radius of PQ2, capital PQ2. You rotate it such that Q2 will going to cut the locus of Q in the front view. So you mark this point as capital PQ and join PQ with a dark line. So this is the line what we are talking about. It is in space. Similarly, when you want to see here, we want to find out the top view, both P and Q1, both small p Q1, P and Q1 are in front of EP by 15 mm. But actually Q1 should be in front of EP by this distance, because the locus of Q is here. With P as center, taking the radius of PQ1, rotate it and make it such that it will go to cut the locus of Q here. And you mark this point as small q and join P and Q with a dot line. So while doing so, what happens? It is actually, we are rotating in space, P from P as center, taking the radius of PQ1. You rotate such that this Q1 will going to cut the locus of Q in the top view, so that you will going to get this small p, capital PQ. Then join P to Q with a space. So this is the actual line what you will going to see in the 3 dimension. Then you mark these angles. So you mark this angle phi. So it is the true inclination with respect to VP. Then you join Q and Q dash, both will going to lie on the same line. So we need to find out what is the distance between the end projectors. So the distance between the end projector is equal to D equals question mark. Now this is how we can analyze this problem in 3 dimension. Now we will go for stepwise. So once we want to find out the true length in the vertical plane, so I have to take the true length in the, we have to take the top view. So if I want to find out the true length in the front view, I need to take the top view. We know that the top view distance is given, which is 50, but actually the top view distance is given, but he has not given the inclination. So initially what we need to do, when you will go to get the true length, either in the front view or in the top view, in the corresponding front view or top view has to be parallel. So that means if I want to find out the true length in the front view, then I need to consider the top view line. In this case, the top length of the top view is 50 mm. You make the top view line parallel to VP. Once you make the top view line parallel to VP, which is as shown here, both P and Q1 are in front of VP by 15 mm. When you make it parallel, so you will going to get PQ1 will be equal to 50 mm. So you project this to the front view with P dash as center, taking the radius of 75, cut an arc on this, so you are going to get the locus of Q in the front view. As we know that small PQ1 is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length. So we are marking this as capital P and capital Q. And then the true inclination with respect to HP is known. So we are going to find out that. So when you are actually we are rotating from this top view, so that you are making parallel. So you are going to get this. So this is how we have shown in the three-dimensional analysis. But now when you want to go for the front view now, if I want to find out the top view true length, so I have to consider the front view. In the same way what we have done for the top view in the previous case, we will going to do the same thing here. So we know the front view distance, but we don't know what is the inclination. So since we need to find out the inclination, so here I need to consider the front view now. So the front view distance is 60. It's not 50 here. You take 60. You make that 60 line parallel. That is P dash Q2 dash should be equal to 60 mm, such that both P dash and Q2 dash should be above HP by 30 mm. And then you project this Q2 dash onto the top view and with P as center. Since P dash Q2 dash is parallel to V HP, so obviously in HP we are going to get the true length. You know that the true length of the front view, true length is known, which is 75. With P as center, taking the radius of 75, cut an arc on this vertical projector, so that you will going to get Q2, join P and Q2. And then draw a dash dot line, find out the locus of Q. Write the locus of Q. As we know that this is parallel, so you're going to get it as capital P and capital Q. Join P and Q2 and identify the inclination with respect to VP. So that is what we have shown here. So when you are rotating this and make it parallel, so you are getting the true length here. So when you are rotating in space, what happens in the vertical plane? In the vertical plane also, that Q dash is being rotated, so that it both P dash and Q dash will be able to be parallel to HP. Since it is parallel to HP, so I am getting the true length in HP. So this is how we can analyze this problem in 3D and orthographic view by step by step. Now we will going to solve the problem by using the sketchbook. So to do that, first we will going to draw the XY line and mark PP and HP. Then we take 30 mm above HP line, you measure 30 mm above HP line and draw a horizontal projector. Similarly, from XY line, you measure 15 mm below XY line and you draw a horizontal projector. Consider any point on the 30 mm line, then draw a vertical projector so that till 15 mm below XY line. And you mark this point as P dash and you mark this point as small p, and here this as capital P and this as capital Q. So to find the locus in the front view, so you have to take the top view distance. So what we have to do is from P, small p, you measure a distance of 50 and mark this point as Q1. So the distance between P and Q1 should be equal to 50 mm. That is what we have shown in the dimension here. So when with this as center, when you rotate this, 50 will going to come here. So we need parallel to VP. Since it is parallel to VP, so you are getting the true length in VP. So from Q1, you draw a vertical projector to the front view, and then with P dash as center, taking the radius of 75, by using the compass, you cut an arc on this. So you will going to mark this point as Q1 dash, and then join and draw dash dot line and join P dash Q1 dash with a little bit thicker than the XY line. So since it is parallel to VP, so you mark this as capital P and capital Q, and this as Q1 dash. Then join P dash Q dash Q1 dash with a little bit thicker than the true length to the XY line. Then what you need to do, so we need to find out the top view true length. To find out the top view true length, we have to consider the front view. So what is the length of the front view? The length of the front view is 60 mm. So with P dash as center, taking the distance as 60 mm and mark this point as Q2 dash. Then since P dash Q2 dash is the line which is 60 mm, so both P dash and Q dash is above HP by 30 mm. So naturally that line will going to be parallel to HP. Since here it is parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. So where is the HP? HP is below XY line. Therefore, from Q2 dash, you draw a vertical projector to the top view, and then with P as center, taking the radius of 75 by using the compass, with P as center, cut an arc on that vertical projector so that you will going to get Q2. Then join P and Q2 with a little bit thicker than the XY line, and you mark this angle as 5 and then draw a dash dot line. So this will going to identify that it is the locus of Q in the top view. So as we know that P dash Q2 dash is parallel to XY, so you have capital Q and you have capital P because that is the true length. Now once you get the locus of Q in the front view and also in the top view, now we need to transfer that Q1 and Q2 dash to the corresponding locuses. So to transfer that Q1 to the locus of Q with P as center by using the compass, take the radius of P and Q1, then draw an arc such that it will go into cut the locus of Q in the top view. And you mark this point as Q and join P and Q with a dark line. So we have the top view, which is 50 mm. So you mark this as 50 mm and then identify this angle as phi. So by using the protractor, you measure an angle of phi, that is the true inclination with respect to VP, which is 37 degrees when you are doing it in manual. When you are doing it in computer, it will be 36.87 degree. Now, then we need to find out the front view with P dash as center, taking the radius of P dash Q2 dash with by using the compass, you draw an arc such that it will go into cut the locus of Q in the front view here. So you mark this point as Q dash and then P dash Q dash with a dark line. Then join Q dash and Q with when you join that, both will go into lie on the same line. Once you get this, so by using the protractor, you measure an angle of phi, which is theta. So here the theta angle will be equal to 48 degrees when you are doing it in manual. When you are doing it in computer, it will be 48.19. Now we need to identify what is the distance between the end projectors. So the distance between the end projectors, which will going to be shown here with by using the scale, you measure the distance from this to this, where D will be equal to 21.79 when you are doing it in computer. When you are doing it in manual, it will going to be 22 mm. So this is how you will be able to solve the problem both in 3D and analyze in 3D and 2D, and also by using the sketchbook how to solve the problem. Thank you.